I used to ask myself a simple but painful question. Do I have weaknesses? The honest answer was yes. Not just one or two small flaws. I felt like I was full of them. I am not naturally strong. I am not the fastest person in the room. I am not flexible or gifted in any special physical way. I am not the smartest person alive. I get emotional about small and silly things. Sometimes I eat food that is bad for my body. Sometimes I don't sleep enough. I delay important tasks. I waste time. I give attention to things that do not matter and ignore things that truly do. At times, my ego grows too big, while my thinking stays too small. My mind traps itself in overthinking, doubt, and fear. That is the truth. But here is another truth. Many people say that a person's greatest strength can also be their biggest weakness. They say weaknesses are just part of who we are, and we should accept them. I don't fully agree with that. I refuse to believe that I am stuck the way I am. I refuse to believe that my flaws are permanent. I refuse to accept that I am just like this, and there is nothing I can do about it. Instead, I fight. Every single day, I fight. I struggle. I push. I scratch and claw at my weaknesses. I work to change them. Some days I win. Some days I fail. But no matter what happens, I stand up again. I move forward again. With my fists tight and my heart ready, I walk toward the battle. Because the battle is not outside of me. It is inside me. The fight is against laziness, against fear, against doubt, against bad habits, against the voice that says, "You can't." Every day, I try to be just a little better than I was yesterday. Not perfect, not amazing, just a little better. That is enough. I can teach you what I have learned. I can share my experiences. I can tell you the lessons that changed my life. But there is one thing I cannot do for you. I cannot do the hard work for you. I cannot grind for you. Let me ask you something. What is the difference between a gazelle and a lion? The gazelle runs because it is being chased. It runs because if it stops, it dies. Many people live like that. They only move when something is pushing them. They only work when they are scared. They only try when someone is watching. But the moment the pressure disappears, they slow down. The moment no one is chasing them, they stop. The lion is different. The lion runs because it is hungry. It runs because it chooses to hunt. It runs because that is its nature. So the real question is, what drives you? Are you running away from something? Or are you running towards something? What is your reason? What wakes you up in the morning? What keeps you going when you are tired? What pushes you when no one is watching? If you do not know your reason, you will stop when things get hard. Every opportunity in life feels important to me. I treat every chance as if it might be my last. Every time I stand in front of people, every time I try something new, I still feel nervous. Why? Because the day you become too comfortable is the day you stop growing. The day you think you have arrived is the day you start falling behind. Growth stops when comfort begins. The day you stop trying to improve is the day someone else passes you. Someone is always training. Someone is always studying. Someone is always working while you are resting. So you must stay hungry. One day, someone came to me crying. They felt tired. They wanted to give up. I told them something simple. Don't cry to quit. Cry to keep going. You're already in pain. You're already tired. So get something out of it. Let the pain have a purpose. If you're going to fall, fall while fighting. If you give everything you have, most of the time, you will not fall at all. You will win. But that fighting spirit cannot be something you use once a month. It has to be part of your daily life. Do the extra practice. Take one more step. Push one more time. Make the better choice when it is hard. Give your full effort. Make your mind stronger. Make your body stronger. Stand up and fight against weakness. Fight against fear. Fight against time. Fight against the slow decay of comfort and laziness. When you face a challenge and you think, "I can't win this," Remember something powerful. You have nothing to lose by trying your best. Stand up. Move forward. Give everything you have. Every drop of energy. Every bit of focus. Every breath. And only when you have truly given your all can you rest. If you want success, you must understand something important. Life is not easy. No one is going to hand you your dreams just because you want them. No one owes you success because you have a degree. No one owes you money because you wrote a book. No one owes you respect because you believe you deserve it. This world rewards effort, not excuses. Some people pray for greatness, but when problems come, they run away. They do not realize that solving problems is what makes you valuable. If you solve a problem that millions of people cannot solve, you become important. You grow. You rise. The solution makes you stronger. But if you wait too long to start, you delay your own progress. The longer you wait to begin working seriously, the longer it will take to reach your reward. There is nothing wrong with the opportunity. The problem is your effort. If you give only half of yourself, you cannot expect full results. You want the rewards that others earned with sweat, tears, and blood. But you are not willing to pay the same price. It does not work like that. To reach your highest potential, you need both emotion and logic. You need your heart and your mind. Sometimes logic says, "This is too hard. Stop." But emotion says, "Keep going." Sometimes emotion says, "I am tired. I am hurt." But logic says, "Stay focused. This pain is temporary. When one fails, the other must take over." When it makes no sense to continue, use your anger in a positive way. Use your frustration. Use your fear. Turn those feelings into fuel. And when your feelings are too heavy and you think you're going to break, use clear thinking. Remind yourself of your goals. Remind yourself of your reason. Balance is power. From that balance, you find strength. You find courage. You find the voice inside that says, "I do not quit." You do not belong at the bottom. You were not created to stay small. You were not born to live in fear. You were not made to hide your potential. Get up. Stop being comfortable with average. Stop being satisfied with less. It is time to move. Even in a boxing match, the fight is not over in the early rounds. Sometimes you're tired in the 10th round, but there are still rounds left. That is life. At a certain level, success is not about skill. It is about endurance. It is about stamina. It is about who can last longer. Most people do not fail because they lack talent. They fail because they stop too soon. They cannot outlast their own doubts. They cannot stay strong long enough to see the reward. When I was younger, life was hard. I knew struggle. I knew what it meant to feel lost. I faced moments that could have broken me, but I made a decision. I refused to see myself as a loser. I refused to let my past define my future. Now, as an adult, I understand something powerful. Winning is not an accident. It is a habit. It is built one choice at a time. Sometimes it is hard to see hope. Sometimes it feels like the tunnel is too dark. But if you keep walking, you will find light. Make one good decision, then another. Good decisions create great opportunities. Things will improve, but not overnight. Greatness takes time. Strong foundations take time. Character takes time. Your attitude decides how high you rise. When you choose responsibility, respect, honesty, and discipline, you grow. One of the hardest things I ever did was believe that success was possible for me, even with my past, even with my mistakes, even with my doubts. To truly believe, deep inside, that I could succeed, that was hard. Many times, we want to try something new. We have a dream, but then we talk ourselves out of it. We say, "It's too big. It's not for people like me. I don't have what it takes." There is an old saying, if there is no enemy inside you, the enemy outside cannot hurt you. That is why you must never stop pushing. Because when you stop, negative thoughts return. When you stop, doubt grows louder. When you stop, fear takes control. Every day, you must sell yourself on your own dream. Tell yourself, it is possible. Even when there is no proof. Even when you cannot see the full path. Say it anyway. It is possible. Feed your mind with positive words. Read strong messages. Listen to uplifting voices. Speak life over yourself. When you feed your faith, your doubts grow weaker. When you repeat belief, fear loses power. There is nothing stronger than a decided mind. A person who has decided to win is dangerous. A person who has decided not to quit cannot be stopped easily. So decide. Decide that no matter how hard it gets, you will keep moving. Decide that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again. Decide that your weaknesses are not your prison. They are your training ground. Every weakness is a place to build strength. Every fear is a chance to grow courage. Every failure is a lesson. You're not finished. You're not stuck. You're not defined by your past mistakes. You're defined by what you choose to do next. Stand up, fight, work, grow. And when you feel like stopping, remind yourself, you do not quit. You're still here. And that means the fight is not over. It is only beginning.